And I'm not mad at that. You know, maybe sometimes that's just what we need in life. I don't know. But at least I'd be able to look her straight in her eyes as she calls me. Hi, welcome back to whatever this is. My name is Kaysa. I'm online, and today I posed the question that many people might be asking, or probably actually don't even care to ask, but like, who is Emma Frost? Personally, I actually don't remember Emma Frost ever being a character significant enough to stand out. And this is not to say that she was a bad character, it's just that she was, you know, the only time I actually knew about her was when I was a kid. There's a single scene, I think I found it, a single scene of which I remember in reference to Emma Frost, not even her name, by the way, not her name, not anything about her I actually did not know. The only thing I knew as a kid was like, oh, she's on the bad team, okay. And that's it. That's all I ever remembered of her. I didn't know Psylocke was a mutant in X-Men either. So, you know, it's fun to see her in there apparently too. The reason why the whole world right now, but everybody's all over Emma Frost right now is because, well, Marvel Rivals dropped a new character and it's Emma Frost. She is a Vanguard character where they very much give a lot of fan service to her character. Now, Rivals knows their fan base for the most part, and they did over-sexualize her character. They didn't need to make her thighs do that. It's well appreciated, but they didn't need to do all that. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know, they didn't have to. Besides the fact that Emma is a new character in season 2 of Marvel Rivals, she's also a very fun character to play, as well as she is constantly game locked. Like, as soon as you get into the game, if you don't immediately get the character and lock it in, someone else is going to do it. It's come to the point that sometimes I will start a game and just click the character. I don't even try to lock it in. I just click the character to see how many other people would actually like to play that character. And it's happened multiple times where someone else will try to go for it and immediately get it, immediately click it. One person even apologized to me and I was just like, I literally just click it now to see how many other people will do it. But to be fair, since the game new season just dropped Friday, it's inevitable right now that everybody's going to be picking her character. And first day too, I did the same thing. For 3 different games, I was the first one in and I immediately picked her character because I was like, I want to play her. This seems really fun. And it is. She's a super fun character to play, which made me think maybe I should know who this character actually is. So I did some reading, I did some digging into both Rivals the game, but then also like the lore in Rivals, and then also a little bit of her lore in the X-Men universe, which I would like to say it's not fair to me as a consumer that they sort of dropped off X-Men and all the exciting bits and then everything just turned to Marvel. It's not my fault. I didn't know who she was. She was not made to be as relevant as all the other characters that are out there. Everyone knows Wolverine. I watched the movie Logan, really good movie. And I tried watching New Mutants. I know there was a new, what is that called? X-Men Phoenix. There were just so many X-Men movies. And I don't know, there were just so many. And throughout, it's like starting in 2000, all the way until 2024. And I don't even remember the ads for the one in 2024. With all the different titles, I just know it was either X-Men Apocalypse or X-Men something another, where they essentially just changed the timelines and said, well, technically none of that stuff that happened before in any of the other movies ever happened. And then I was just like, well, I'm done then. Like, what are we on right now? And then also paired with that, it's getting mixed in with Marvel now. You know how Marvel is. Marvel has like a bazillion, 100 billion other stuff going on, all those types of movies. I don't know what makes you think I can keep up with everything. After Endgame, I was like, all right, I need a break. Y'all got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of characters. Now I gotta learn new characters, which is not a problem, obviously, but I just, you know, and I'm not reading the comics because, well, shoot, I forgot they were there. Anyway, when it comes to Emma, she is a very good character in Marvel Rivals, not just because of how she looks, but also because how her gameplay is. It is extremely fun to play her as a character, because on one hand I have a laser that I can just blast people with, and the other hand I can literally kick somebody's ass into a wall, break their spine. Getting into who Emma actually is, apparently in the one movie, in the one scene that I remember, is X-Men First Class, and she's played by the actress January Jones. She is a character who was, like I said, more in line with the bad side, but it was on the line of Shaw. Whatever, I actually don't care about getting too much details about that specific movie. I actually wanted to see about herself. I read a little bit of her backstory, and essentially she comes from a wealthy family where primarily her father was very manipulative. Her family was manipulative too, but I guess you could say in a lot of families where like the head father or head of the family is the most manipulative, that's usually where the problems start, and how the other family members become that way. It's actually pretty bad. It gets to the point that Emma is being controlled and manipulated by her father, and the people around her are too, because her father wants her to be a worthy heir. And they do butt heads a lot, but he in the end does name her heir to the family, and she just pieces out. She was like, I'm not a part of any of that. And that's because her father kept getting in the way of what she wanted to do. She wanted to become a teacher. She also had feelings for the person who was a teacher, and then her father got him fired because of that. Then Emma, after she left her family, she actually ended up falling in love with somebody else and was in a relationship with them. And that started a problem too. So they ended up getting kidnapped, and it was a whole thing there. But she used her powers because she could do telepathy, do psionic things, and she was able to get away and take the ransom money too from being kidnapped, because something owing money. So she was dealing with that. She went to school. She actually did find her way to becoming a teacher and everything. She became part of a council, and she did end up essentially running into the X-Men, and that's because she was trying to recruit. She became a recruiter for their little council that they had, and she would teach the recruits and the new mutants and everything. And she was essentially doing what she wanted, but in the, I guess you could say, the not morally great way for the most part, because she was manipulating some students. She was manipulative and persuasive in that way. And I think she's one of those characters where you could put her under like as at the very beginning, sort of like a gray area. You know, she wasn't entirely evil, because the central point to her character is that she genuinely does care about mutant kind. She does care. Like she just does it in a way that she's like, well, I'm not gonna sit here, waste my time trying to be an uppity good girl about it all the time, you know? She's a businesswoman. She has a lot of money. She's a stockholder. She has a lot of wealth and power in this world. She gets things done. She can be persuasive. She can be manipulative. She's boss bitch, you know? She's just one of those ladies. That's who she is, you know? And we love it. We're here for it. Let's go. And that translates even to the Marvel Rivals lore right now. So apparently in the mutant universe, X-Men universe, mutant kind has been transported through time and space. And right now, they're in a reality where mutant kind is not, you know, welcomed entirely. And they are currently on Krakoa. On Krakoa, there used to be a Hellfire Gala. Now, in the original timeline, Emma Frost is the one to have revived that gala to be an annual event. After the time-space transportation blah blah blops, that might, you know, not happen. But it's between the council and her to convince the council that we should still have this gala. And her point is that, listen, we have the gala, we tell the world we're here, we're not going away, we're not going away, we're mutants, but we're gonna party, we have benefits, it is what it is. Emma's point also is that, one, it'll attract other mutants who may be lost to come to us. So, you know, we'll be like the home lane, the home spot support system that we can be for them who may be lost in the world. At the same time, it'll also show the world and advertise us for those who want to support us. Because in this timeline that they are in right now in Krakoa, Krakoa has flowers that are filled with medicinal powers, not powers, oh my gosh, have great medicinal abilities for humans and mutants, to the point that is a direct rival to Alchemex. Alchemex is a huge pharmaceutical company within the world and reality that they're in right now, and it's gotten to the point that Alchemex's stocks has dropped, causing Alchemex to not only try to drop a lot of lawsuits, even consider sanctions and everything, but they have been directly trying to sabotage ships and cargo for the flowers of Krakoa. And Emma has literally been on every single shipment using her telepathy and her other powers to stop the mercenaries and everything. And apparently the mercenaries are in direct line with the public something, I forgot, Public Eye, I'm pretty sure it's called Public Eye, I forgot. Anyway, I don't know the full lore because I only read Emma's lore for this video, but essentially Emma's on top of the fact that the business world and the human world are really trying to attack Krakoa, and she's like, listen, we got this. And she's talking to the council, but I gotta let you know, the council now is just Magneto and Storm. Apparently a lot of other things has happened, and it's just the three of them now. So Magneto and Storm, after listening to Emma's points about all the benefits, and again, her genuine strive to help mutant kind in the end, they were like, all right, we're gonna have this gala, it's gonna be nice, hopefully you can keep your end of the deal, is it keep us safe, keep the progress going. And we're like, great. But also after that, apparently the little itty bitty bit, Krakoa, the giant face of Krakoa, apparently is able to communicate with Emma, or at least some sort of communication there, and they got like a little secret going on. So apparently, you know, it may not have been to the greatest benefit to agree to have this gala. I don't know, we'll see. It's part of the lore, it's part of the season, that's the fun. Doom is apparently there too, that's part of the lore, but I didn't read that lore because I only read Emma's. I like that this is all going on, and I like this character, and I like the way the impact Emma has on the game itself. I mean, like, the team ups are amazing with Magneto and Psylocke, which is the reason why I brought up Psylocke in the first place. Magneto and Psylocke now can have clones thanks to Emma, and now I think maybe I want to try to like learn how to play Psylocke again. I mean, I may add some clips to show, but I'm not terrible. I'm not good, but I'm not terrible, you know? I've only had one Hexa one other time, and that was just playing Moon Knight. But I just got a Hexa now.
You're not nearly as fierce as my step aside. Your day ends, human. Step aside. That's better.
And it doesn't make a lot of sense, but Psylocke is pretty cracked if I ever learn how to play her. You could probably see in the gameplay it's bad, but I was playing quick match, so you know, it's a new season. I'll get to gold because I have to get to gold because Emma's outfit is in gold and I need that outfit. I'll get the gold tier, don't you worry. I got to Plat 3 last season. Proud of myself, but right now it's been bronze hell. People are all over the place. I don't miss bronze. I really don't. That's Emma Frost. She's been fun to play in the game, and here's just another fun fact as well. She is 5'10". I am also 5'10". So I just imagine that I would be able to look her straight in her eyes as she strengthens her skin and kicks me straight into a wall and I explode.
I've already forgotten.
And I'm not mad at that. You know, maybe sometimes that's just what we need in life. I don't know. But at least I'd be able to look her straight in her eyes as she kills me. But yeah, also she's actually a brunette. She is not a bleach blonde lady. She's not a bleach blonde lady. I can't say that. I would be terrible at riddles. Or what is it called? I don't know. I'm at the end of my video. I think I'm gonna stop talking. I can't seem to speak, so yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Are you trying to play Emma Frost and Marvel Rivals? Do you even play Marvel Rivals? Do you even care about Emma Frost? Are you into mutants and mutant kinds, X-Men and all that fun stuff? Let me know. I mean, it's just some fun that we're having here. I wanted to show some of my gameplay. Obviously, I'm just having fun out here, but Emma Frost is a really cool character. Honestly, like, I genuinely mean that. Another character to add to the list of characters that I'm supposed to keep in my roster moving forward in the world of X-Men and Marvel. There are so many characters.